Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be discussing a case study, Anger Behavior Disorder, from the Case Study Analysis in the Classroom, Becoming a Reflective Teacher by Renee Campoy. In the case study, Ms. Campoy describes a 7th grader named Billy Stark. And I think we've probably all known somebody like Billy Stark as we've gone through school. Ms. Campoy describes him as looking ferocious. He has dyed jet black hair, wears big combat boots and big puffy jackets no matter what the weather is. She describes him as having a pretty severe anger behavior disorder. She says that not all children who look ferocious are, but that Billy Stark lived up to his appearance. The teachers found out that Billy was going to be coming into their school after being suspended from or expelled from several different schools. And right away, the very proactive principal set a meeting up with the teachers to describe and find out what they were going to do to help Billy. And during this meeting, the teachers chose Mr. Banta to be his teacher. Ms. Campoy describes him as low-key and non-confrontational, so they thought that that would be a good fit. The principal also met with Billy's father to find out some background about Billy. And during this meeting, the principal found out that Billy had a very rough family life. His father was clean and sober, but for many years had been a severe alcoholic and would often spend a lot of time outside of the home. And Billy's mother had abandoned the family and was no longer in any contact. So the proposed solutions that the teachers and the administrators set up was to have a big support system around Billy. Not only his teacher, Mr. Banta, but there was a special ed teacher, school counselors, and tutors. Billy would spend half of the day in the regular classroom with his peers and the other half of the day in a special education classroom. The special education teacher would work on impulse control and behavior management. During the classes, the special ed teacher allowed Billy to read comic books and biographies about rock stars because he did not like or appreciate or want to get involved with the reading that was supplied to him from the school. So the outcome was not good. During his special education classes, he would become very violent. He did attack lots of students at the school. When the special ed teacher would use tokens to encourage good behavior, Billy would throw them across the room. Ms. Campoy says that he mocked teachers and rejected their ideas. She also says that he was cynical, sarcastic, and emotionally abusive to the teachers. If they would reward him for good behavior by letting him out of class a few minutes early, they would find him smoking in the bathroom. Ms. Campoy says it's always as if something emotional, social, or biochemical always gets in the way of his attempts to change. And it also affected Mr. Banta, Billy's normal teacher. He became emotionally and physically exhausted dealing with Billy. He was also dealing with angry parents from other kids in the class. Because he was giving so much time to Billy, he was not able to give as much attention as he should to the other students in the classroom. So soon after arriving, Billy's family relocated and Billy left the school. But several years later, Ms. Campoy says that the school found out that Billy did indeed end up in a juvenile detention center. The second part of the case study, Ms. Campoy describes what the school could have done differently. She says that many schools do not have the energy, resources, or compassion to truly attempt to help such difficult students as Billy Stark. She says the outcome is unfortunate, but the normal of what tends to occur with children with severe behavioral disorders. She says one thing that the teachers can do to understand children with this disorder is to try to understand why they are behaving the way they do. And she points out Maslow's hierarchy of needs and says that Billy probably in his development did not meet one of those stages, and because of that he lost his confidence and he rebels. She also says that when the special education teacher hit a wall with Billy, they would have been better off to bring in specialists, send him out for counseling, drug abuse treatment because they felt like he was probably on drugs. And she also points out that it would have been beneficial for Billy's father to go into counseling himself, for single parent counseling. So it's an unfortunate outcome, but something that I think we all as teachers will probably encounter. But at the end, Ms. Campoy says that all learning theories have their limitations and cannot solve every problem student. Thank you very much.